Hey guys, it's Andrew here from Crafter Support, and today I'm going to share with you how to make a faux leather bookmark. So we're going to be using this faux leather from Hobby Lobby. I did a haul on it a while back. It's called Blush Floral, and we're also going to be using this textured one that's called Latte. They're $4.99, but you can get them on their 50% off sales all the time, so just be on the lookout for that. So the first thing we needed to do is just make the design in Design Space. So I'm going to be using my Explorer 2 to do this. So we're just going to need to pull up some shapes. So the first shape I'm going to pull up is the rounded corner rectangle, but I'm going to actually squish it down and resize it. So I'm just going up to the top of my bar where it has all of my options, and I'm going to click on the sizing, and I'm going to make it 1.5 inches wide by 4 inches high. And you need to remember to unlock so it doesn't keep the ratio of the whenever you change the sizes. So now that you have that, you're going to need, I'm going to do circles. So I'm going to cut the circles out instead of trying to punch them out once the faux leather is completely done. I'm just going to have these knocked out of the actual shape, and you'll see that here in a minute. And the next thing I need is, if you're a member to Design Space, if you like pay for the monthly subscription, they have other shapes. So this is the shape that just has the upper left and the bottom right corner come to a point. I really like those ones. Now here I'm also changing colors. So if you're new to changing colors, all you have to do is click on the item. Then you're going to go up to the left in that box. You're going to click on it. You're going to choose the color you want, and it'll just turn it that color. So now I need to bring my circles in, and I want to make sure that the size of the piece that's going to be hanging out is a nice ratio to the size that's already cut. So I'm just making it 1 inch wide and then just pulling it out to make sure that it's the size that I want it to be. So you'll see that here. I think that one's a little too small, so I do end up making it a little bit bigger. There have been changes to Design Space, but I'll go into a video with that. There's just some differences now that you do. So I'm just going to stretch it out, make it the size I want, and now we have to make the circles to cut out for where our ribbon or string or yarn or whatever we're going to use goes through. I'm putting mine in my upper left-hand corner because I want this for my Bible, and I want it to hang out over the edges. I don't want it coming out the top. So normally people put it in the center. I'm going to put mine over in the left-hand corner, giving myself enough space so when it cuts out, it doesn't rip the faux leather. And then I'm going to put it in the bottom right of my other size, my other piece. So I'm just going to actually cut that one and duplicate this one, and that you just right click duplicate, and it's ready to go. And I'm going to, like I said, put this one in, kind of finding a good space for it so that it's far enough away from the edges that it doesn't tear, but that it's not too far into the center. So if you've never sliced anything before, I'm going to be having videos up. I have a weld video up for you guys, and I'm going to be doing slice and attach and detach and all that coming up. So all you need to do is put two pieces together. So you can only slice two pieces. And if you look over here, there's multiple pieces on the side. You need to highlight the two pieces that you want to slice, then go down, click slice, and then pull them away. Now, if you do that, you're going to see there's a purple circle and there's a yellow circle, and they're going to show up on the right-hand side. We no longer need those. Those were the pieces that we cut out. So you can just right-click on those and click cut. So cut will make those go away. Or you can click delete. So the next one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to highlight both pieces. That's just take your mouse, drag over it, and select both pieces, and click slice. Again, you'll see them on the other side. They are both both circles are on the right-hand side, and you're just going to delete those as well. So if you highlight them, you can right-click, or you can highlight them and just click delete on your keyboard. So now they're all ready to go, and we can send them over to the machine. So what I'm doing with the faux leather is I'm just cutting out the amount that I think I'm going to need. Like, I know how much I need, but I'm just going to slice a piece off, and then I'm going to load them onto the exact same mat. And since we're using faux leather, I want to tape it down onto the mat, and I'm going to do that by using painter's tape. You can use washi tape if you have that. I think painter's tape is a lot less expensive, and it does the trick perfectly fine. So here is my Explorer 2. I'm just getting it ready to go. and we're going to have it cut. So right now on the machine, I'm actually setting it up for that I'm going to cut it on a mat, and I'm going to use more pressure. I had to turn my dial to custom, and that's just letting the machine know, okay, we need to pick the material that we're using. So when you go in, you just click more choices and you just go down to faux leather. And I used paper thin because this is a thinner leather, but like I said, I also used more pressure and it cut it perfectly. So here it is just taped down, and I am cutting them both on the same mat. I just went ahead and in Design Space moved them over, and I can do a video on that if you guys are unsure how to do that. So I'm just going to slide it in. I have my custom dial turned, and it's ready to cut. Okay, so now I just sped this up because it's cutting it out, but if you're wondering, it does do 2 cuts whenever I put it down on more pressure, and it is ready to be checked. So, and my advice would be, don't pull it off until you know that it cut all the way through. So an easy way to do that is peel up the tape that's around it and see if you can lift the corner and then see if the edges are pulling up. And when I do this, I see that it pulled up perfectly. It cut well. Now I can push it out of the machine. Had it not done that, I would have just hit the C again and it would have recut it again. So as long as you don't completely kick it out of the machine, you can recut it. So now we're just ready to peel it all up and put it together. This is a super easy project. They're nice and quick if you want to make stocking stuffers or maybe a gift for school teachers or something like that. This would be a really cute idea. So again, the painter's tape doesn't hurt the mat at all. You can just put it down and pull it back up. It doesn't like yank the stickiness off or anything like that. But I do like to use it just so it holds my faux leather in place because I don't want it wasted. And I really like this blushed floral one. So I want to save as much as I can. All right, so now I know that it's cut well. I know that it'll pull up nicely. And I'm just going to use, I have these little tweezers I got, I think, with my brayer. And I can't even pronounce the name of the company. Like, I'm not even going to try it because I'll butcher it. But they work really well for the faux leather. So see, I cut out a perfect circle. And the same with this piece. I like the texture on this piece. It has like a herringbone texture, almost like I don't know, it's not a basket weave. I guess it is more of a herringbone texture. But it's ready to go now, and we can put it all together. So what I'm using to put it together is a string that I believe I got at the Dollar Tree. Pretty sure I got this at the Dollar Tree, but it wasn't in with the craft section. It was in with, I want to say, like the automotive or the repair stuff, maybe the tools and things. And I use it a lot, and I still have a lot left, and I haven't bought it for a really long time. So I'm just going to stretch it out. I want to double layer it. I want it to be nice and thick so that it doesn't break the string and tear through the faux leather or anything like that. So I'm just measuring, I think I do 16 or 17 inches, which is the base of the mat that I'm working with. And then I just fold it over. But you could use anything here. You could use yarn, you could use ribbon, you could use, what else was I thinking about using? Like that, when I say ribbon, like regular ribbon, or like that curly ribbon that you get on packages and stuff, you could use that too. It would look super cute, especially like the gold and the silver. So now I just need to cut it. And guys, guess what I found? I found my scissors, my good Cricut fabric scissors, in a bag that had been on my porch forever, and it was in my van. And I took it to a party, and I was making stuff at the party, and I had put it in that bag, and then the bag just had stuff in it. I didn't really worry about it, not thinking, and that's where my good scissors were, and I was blaming everybody else for taking them. It's my own fault. But I have them now. I found them, and people keep mentioning stuff. Okay, so now I'm just tying it, and I just looped it through the circles, and I'm just going to pull it through to get it right about where I want it before I make the actual knot. and then I'm just going to pull it. And I think that looks good right there. I think that's long enough because I want it to stick out of my Bible. I just don't want it to be like super long hanging off. I don't really like super long bookmarks that have like the yarn on them because I feel like it kind of gets in the way. I don't know. I like this size. So this size again is 4 by 1.5, but you can make it any size you want. If you like bigger bookmarks, you could just cut a bigger piece. And now I'm just tying a knot. That's it. And then I'm going to trim it off. And I think it turned out perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Now, could you imagine if you were making this for like kids, you could cut out different shapes of the vinyl, with the faux leather, I'm sorry. You could put vinyl on the back of the faux leather, so it's not just the material. You would have like the vinyl on it. That would be cute too. I just wanted something simple and cute to put in my Bible. So I think now I'm just grabbing my Bible to show you guys what it looks like. Don't judge, my Bible's pretty beat up. I've had it for a long time, but it's my favorite Bible. It's bold print. I can see the letters, and yeah, so it is what it is. But here it is. So it just hangs out. It looks super cute. It kind of looks like a tea bag tag, which I really like that. I just think it's really awesome. All right, and then you can just go back to the spot you were in. And is anybody else's Bible like all junked up inside? Like I have papers from years of being at church and prayer lists and all that stuff. And I write in my Bible and I highlight it, and it's pretty messy. I think if somebody else had my Bible, they'd be like, what is she doing with it? But it's mine and I like it. So yeah, doesn't that look cute? All right, guys, make sure you join us for our Crafter Support Facebook page. And we're going to be doing the 13 weeks of Halloween. That starts August 6th. And every Saturday, we're going to be doing a new craft for Halloween. And yeah, I don't want you guys to miss that. So again, the tools I was using, I was just used the tweezers. I didn't even need the picker tool at all. Like it worked perfectly. The Dollar Tree threaded rope stuff and scissors. And of course, your favorite faux leather. And again, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's always on sale. Regular price is $4.99, so that's not even that bad. But I will keep these scraps because I can use them for other projects. So if I was making earrings or something like that, I could use the smaller pieces of scraps. So don't throw those scraps out. All right, guys, I hope you're all having a great summer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.